Hi, Kelly from Tailored Training here. Let's see if I can save you time with these tips. I want to create a pivot table from this data here. First tip, I'll click inside the data and Control T. That's my first shortcut. It's going to turn this source data into a table for me. Next, I want to make a pivot table. I want to use the sequential shortcut, Alt-N-V. Alt-N-V brings up the pivot table wizard. I love that I don't have to go insert pivot table. I'll click on OK here. Now let's create a quick pivot table. I'll put the sales price into the values. Perhaps we'll go for the country in the column labels. We'll put the product into the row labels. And I'll put the segment into the filter labels. Now, third thing, you can see what annoys me here is it says column labels and row labels. I really wish it would say product and country. I can go to the design ribbon, report layout, and I can choose outline or tabular. That will update those headings. But I don't want to have to do that every time I create a pivot table. So our third step, our third hack, is to go to File and right down to Options. So we're changing our Excel settings here. This is in 2016. Click on Data and we're going to this magic button here to edit the default layout for the pivot table. Great. So instead of the default compact form, I'm going to choose Outline or Tabular and click on OK. So now when I create a new pivot table, I'll have those headings will come in automatically. Now let's get some slices. Pivot table, analyze, insert slicer. So we'll just get some slices for perhaps segment and country. Yeah, let's do product as well and click on OK. I love slices. I think these are the best thing in Excel. Let's have a look. I'm going to look at Australia, maybe that product and this product here using the control key just for that segment. Now I want to clear the filters. This is the fourth tip. You can see I've got 1, 2, 3 clicks to do, or I can click inside the pivot table and my next sequential shortcut is Alt-A-C, Alt All Clear. That will clear your pivot table. As long as you've clicked inside, it clears all the filters from you. Okay, next one is I'd like to filter by segment. So here's all of the enterprise data. And then I want another sheet, which is just for the perhaps export information. So rather than doing each sheet and having to view one at a time, I can go to the pivot table analyze ribbon, down to options. Just next door there's that drop down arrow and I'm going to show report filter pages. This is amazing. Click on OK. Great. Now look, there's enterprise, there's the government data, mid-market, and so on, small medium businesses. And back to the original pivot table. 5 pivot table tips that will save you heaps of time.